and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nokokeli Princess Mahoko and I have been living with celiac disease all my life, but I was diagnosed with it in 2012 when I was 19 years old. So as you might have seen, if maybe you haven't seen, there's a previous video to this where I tell my story of how I got diagnosed, how I got to find out that I actually have celiac disease, because for the longest of time we just thought that I just have some like allergies, but we didn't know what was causing them. So you might want to go back to that. If you are new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for joining us. Please do subscribe and support me by watching the videos, sharing them, and leaving a comment in the comment section. I want to emphasize that I'm not an expert and I don't know everything. I learn every day, but I just wanted to share the information that I have with you guys. Maybe it might help someone out there. So that is the purpose of me doing this. So today I wanted to talk about 3 books that have helped me a lot in my journey, because sometimes you can just kind of feel lost and be wondering a lot about why am I even here, why was I created if only to suffer, because I kind of felt like that sometimes. But then these 3 books assisted me a lot. So as I've said, and as you might see in the description of the channel, I am a Christian. I'm a born-again Christian who believes in Jesus and nothing else. So the Bible has been my rock. I come here for answers whenever I'm feeling weak, wherever I feel like I'm lost and I don't know what to do anymore. I pray and I read my Bible. The Word of God, it has this way of making you feel a sense of comfort, feeling like you're getting a hug from God sometimes, because you would be going through, like, speaking from my personal experience, I'll be going through some of the most hectic days, and I'll just do a small prayer and decide to read the Word of God, and sometimes I just open up to a verse that speaks directly to what I'm going through in that moment. So the Bible, the Word of God will assist you a lot in getting some of the answers to things or questions that you might have about your life, because for the longest time after getting diagnosed, I asked myself the question of, oh Lord, why would you allow me to have an incurable disease and be born in a family that can't even afford medical insurance, or can't afford to take me to the doctors frequently, because they told me there that I need to see a doctor frequently. I need a dietitian, and I'm like, a dietitian? And I googled dietitians, and it's like some just do consultation for 1,000 rands, and I'm like, I am 1,000 rands sitting here. So I would definitely suggest that you read the Bible, you develop a personal relationship with God, because that will take you a long way. Second thing is a diary. I would advise that you get yourself a diary, because there are things that will happen. Like I like to diarize my days, because when you are going through the most, sometimes you forget the goodness of God, and you forget your strength, the strength that you have, and putting things down in pen and paper helps to sometimes go back and reflect on what you've been through and see that you are not totally worthless, because there are those moments that will come where you feel like, I am the most useless person in the world. It doesn't necessarily even have to do with getting sick or anything like that. You could be having just a bad day or a bad month, or just going through a rough time. So diarizing stuff and then being able to go back to it, that could assist a lot. The third one, which is a book that someone suggested to me, is this one. The book is titled Cook Right for Your Type. It's about blood types, and it has helped me a lot. I'm blood type. I'm blood type O positive, and it has all the blood types. It tells you what people that fall under your blood type can eat, what to avoid, what stuff is not good for you. So that helps to kind of avoid getting sick. Because even though maybe you might not be having an allergic reaction, sometimes you eat something and then it just leaves you feeling uneasy, maybe with a bloated tummy or something like that, or with diarrhea. This is the book to assist you. It has all the blood types and it tells you what's good for that blood type, what's not recommended for it. Like, it literally has everything: spices, fruits, the kinds of meat, any kind of food that you can think of, they have it here. Drinks even. So it's a very specific book, and it's by Dr. Peter J.D. Adamo with Catherine Whitney. So I would suggest you just go to, I got it at a bookstore, I can't remember, but like, it was during the time that I was really sick, 2012. Someone recommended this book for me. I got it and it has helped me a lot, especially if you can't afford to go to the doctor frequently. I'm not saying that the book is more important than the doctor's appointment, no. But if you can't afford to go to the doctor frequently like myself, I would suggest you get this book. It will be a guide for you until such time where you are able to afford medical care, having a doctor or a dietitian who will guide you on your journey. And you don't even need to be sick or like myself, like have a disease that you're dealing with. It's just good for directing you in what stuff that's good to eat for people that are under your blood type. So you don't necessarily need to be someone that's dealing with a disease or something like that. It's just good to know. So yeah, these are the 3 books that I wanted to talk to you guys about today, and recommend that you have them because they will help you out a lot on your journey, whether you're on a weight loss journey, or you are dealing with some kind of disease, or you just want to be healthy. I think these are the 3 books that could really help you on your journey as well, because they've been very vital in my role, in my journey, to healing, to understanding myself, to understanding the disease, to understanding my purpose for being here on earth, and why I have the disease. Because I've come to the conclusion that it's more than just me being sick. I've come to the conclusion that God gave me He's giving me a testimony. Actually, it's an ongoing testimony, because every day there's something that adds on to my story, and I hope that you can find parts of your story, parts of your journey, parts of things that you relate to or relate with in my story, and this channel will be helpful in people dealing with some of the stuff they are going through. Now, the other thing I wanted to speak about today is the guilt. For the longest time, I felt guilty. I felt like I was a burden to my parents. As I mentioned, we can't afford healthcare at home. Still, even now, things are a bit better than back in the days, but I still can't afford to see a doctor as frequently as I'm supposed to, according to what the doctors say. But prayer and the Bible is what has kept me. And whenever I feel guilty, I've had conversations with my parents, and I think on their side as well, they're dealing with a lot of stuff, because I think they're also feeling guilt because they feel like they passed on the disease to me. And I don't blame them for anything. I'm actually grateful to have the parents that I have, because they are such a great support system. My family has been such a great support system. I don't blame them. I feel like this is a path that God has put in for me, and I just have to walk in it faithfully and truthfully. And this is me telling my truth with the hopes that it will help someone else out. But don't shy away from your feelings. Deal with them is what I can advise. I, for the longest time, and sometimes even now, even when I think I've got a hang of things, there are days where I wake up and I feel like, especially like when I've gotten sick maybe that day or that week, so sick that there's no choice but to take me to the doctor, or like I'll be needing some medical attention, or maybe go get me treatment. And the treatment, the problem is that it's not cheap. So that's when the guilt comes in, that you know what, I feel like I'm just an ongoing bill to my parents, like I'm just an expense, like something that just keeps drawing money from them and drawing energy and strength. But every time they reassure me that they are happy to have had me, they are happy to have had me, my siblings, and they are happy with our family, and God put us together for a purpose. So I just want to encourage you as well. You might be feeling weak or sometimes feeling otherwise. Just know that God has a purpose and a plan for your life. And yeah, I don't want to make these videos too long, so that is where I'm gonna end it for today. But you guys can drop me some suggestions in the comment section and let me know what else like you would like me to talk about on the channel. If you have any questions, you can ask me. As I said, I'm not an expert, so let's share information. You might be out there and maybe having been dealing with celiac disease way longer than me, or any other disease. Share the information on the comment section. You never know, we can learn from each other, is what I'm trying to say. Or you could be helping someone else out. It might not even be me, but someone who might be in the comment sections, and they'll be like, oh, that was actually helpful. So let's just create this community where we support each other and we share useful tips. So these are my 3 tips of books that you can use to on your journey to healing, on your journey to health, living a healthy lifestyle. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Probably next time I'll be showing you some of the stuff that I eat, because I know that's what most people normally ask me about, as to how I go about my daily life in terms of cooking and the stuff that I eat. So diet is actually a big part of my journey, since I told you guys in the previous video that I no longer take medication for celiac disease, because it was just too much for me. 18 pills 3 times a day was just a no-no for me. So I've just stuck with my diet. So I will be showing you more of that. Probably the next video, let me just say, the next video will be a cooking video, so you can look forward to that. So until next time, love one another, and yeah, just be kind to people. Kindness is free, doesn't cost anything, so just be kind.